Hey, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you join us from. Thank y'all for stopping by the live stream. Shout out to the NTZ crew as Michael Beat Your Life. I know Jacob Tanjay's on here. There he is. All my members, as Chief, thank y'all for your support. Jeff Retired Moments with Mitch. I see all the old heads on here too. Doubtful Genius, man. Thank y'all. I mean that. Any new viewers and subscribers? Hollywood Baby, what's up? Welcome to the new viewers and subscribers. Anybody catching this on replay? The peso is 58.85. It's creeping up there. It gets close to 59 and then it runs scared. Michael Beat Your Life sent me something. It was 58.93 yesterday. But, you know, I'm not going to complain. 58.85, man, come on. We always have a topic. You know, today's topic is wherever I go, there I am. The biggest problem that you're going to face overseas, wherever you are, is staring at you in the mirror, man. We need to talk about this today. We need to get out of our own way. We're standing right in the middle, right in the way of our happiness, man. Michael Dorsonville said the other day, life is what you make it. But I want to kind of talk about a few things. I did get my electric bill, and that's going to be my next video. If you're a member, you're going to get it today. Because, man, I'm fed up, man. I'm fed up. It's a scam. But that's all I'm going to say about it. But if you're a member or you Patreon, you're going to get that video today. Everybody else in the morning, you know. Nothing makes sense in the Philippines. It's not supposed to, and it never will. Because you're in the Philippines. Always remember that. What's up, Johnny? But let's talk a little bit about the video today. You know, people don't understand it. I'm just talking about what I'm seeing over here. You know, less and less men are buying the cow. They're drinking free milk over here, and the women are doing the same thing. But it's no big deal. It's not like it's something out of the ordinary, ladies and gentlemen. There's lots and lots of people over here who are checking up. Says, oh, well, that's only for the older guys. No, man. If you guys are going to allow that to happen, especially when you come over here, you don't know each other. That could be probably the unwisest thing you've ever done. Is to come over here and let them speed you up. Because I'm going to tell you this. If a woman is over here and she has a good man, she found a good man, because remember, they get lucky. Okay, when they find a good man, it's luck. They're digging in the cesspool of really a garbage, man. They could pull out anything. So if they get a good man, he's giving her everything she needs. She's happy. He's not mistreating her. She's not going to take a chance in running him off, knowing that there's 9,999 behind her. Okay, so it doesn't really matter what y'all talking about, man. Women are stupid over here. When you come over here and you see these Filipino couples, because you're going to see them, they're going to come around, they'll be in her family. Just ask them, are you married? No. They're not married. They're living together. They got kids together, but they are not married. And then, you know, another thing, when he says, oh, the young guys, that's the older guys. There's no young guys coming over here on a consistent basis. They're coming over here on vacation after these long-ass LDR relationships they had. And then they're marrying these women. And then a few years, it don't work out. But answer this question. What is a 40 something year old woman over here, she has no bargaining chips. She's, waiting for a sucker to come around and marry her. No Filipino man's married her, by the way. And he's not going to marry her. So she's looking for you to marry. Hey, what's up, Retired 2019? Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate that, man, but get your rest. What's up, Ron? W Secret to Success. Cal, I still like the original song, The Real Nitty Gritty. Yeah, this is just something that Patrick BlackRock sent me, and I just put it out there because I liked it the first time I heard it. But yeah, I got the original Real Nitty Gritty. Yeah, I'd take another one if somebody sends me one, but it's just the thought that counts, W Secret to Success. He sent it to me. I liked it. He actually sent me two. Both of them have the same words, but one is slower than the other. Hey, what's up, Just Traveled? Where are you now? You back in the States? Yeah, it's hot. RLVRV says cooler temperatures. Yeah, but not that much cooler. But you're right. It's not blazing, but when y'all see this video, man, it's going to trip you out. You can throw all them budget videos out the damn window. Okay? I wouldn't listen to that junk anyway. No two people are the same. But I know it's entertainment. Yeah, he said at least find some premium milk. And some guy says, yeah, until the milk goes sour. Well, you go get more. You go to the next cow. But don't buy the damn cow. But they don't even want the damn cow. Okay? Men are the ones who are trying to get married over here anyway. We're the one rushing everything because we think, oh, I got a good one. I better hold on to her. She's not going anywhere, especially if you're taking care of her. I'm going to tell you something. If you come over here and a woman's putting pressure on you to get married, man, you get rid of her. Okay, because you got to get to know each other. You have much too much at stake to be rolling them damn dice. You take your damn time, man. He said, that's why I thought them living in a pension house sounds good. What do you mean not the pension house? They called that the boarding house. Yeah, the boarding house. But hell, a lot of these guys over here aren't married. TJ's not married unless he snuck and got married. I mean, you guys are setting yourself up for failure, man. You don't have to get married. They're not even wanting to get married themselves. They're saying, you take care of me, I take care of you. You know, why complicate it? But we're the ones complicated. We're possessive. We want, we want her. What's up, Kevin? Yeah, I have a few more songs, man. And I will have an album. He said 101 here, yeah. But see, you guys, y'all get a break. I was watching something on the news. They said a lot of people are dying over in America. He said the original theme song instrumental sounds like something from 70s porn. The new one sounds like something sexy and sensual to make love to. Yeah, it's crazy. You know, the people in America, they don't know what it's saying, really. They think it's a song. Asking me, is it my daughter and all that. But lots of people over here live together, guys. Don't think about that. Don't think it's nothing. And you'll see, okay, you see Alan, remember I interviewed him, he's not married. And he won't have to get married. But he wants to get married. He wants to bring her over. And I'm not picking on Alan. I'm just saying, if you want to bring her over there, then you're going to get married. Or if you get married over here, you know, people, some guys are religious, but you're not religious when you get off the plane and your damn pants is on fire and you pumping everything that's moving over here. But when it comes time to get married, oh, I'm so, sacred. I'm so damn self-righteous. Doing good and well. you screwing something. Y'all not gonna wait till you get married on that end. Hey, thank you, Kevin. I appreciate that super chat. He said, I appreciate your time. Yeah, thanks, guys. We're just having a conversation, Kevin, because a lot of men are coming over here getting married. It's not the woman. She has no bargaining chips, man. She cannot put pressure on you, dude. Stop with that. He said 1,300 people. Yeah, but those were not normal circumstances. You see how packed in they are doing that ritual. That's not normal circumstance. And then you're talking about millions of people. So 1,200, hell, they did pretty good. He said, just finished watching something on Al Sharpton. He's dating a young tender, and they low-key treat him like a criminal for it. Unky did right going to the fields. The West is getting weird. Getting weird, they've been like that, but they're going to leave him alone. Okay, he's got a little money, a little stature. They don't tend to bother you over there when you got that. It'll make the news, but that's it. Yeah, like a pump and dump, and they know it. This is what's going on, but the guys that come over here with that religious stuff, all traditional stuff, they know that lying, man. They've been LDR for a long time. They get over here, that woman smelling good, looking good at the airport. You going straight to the pumping station, wherever that is. He said, I have a 78 today. The Philippine heat was shockers. Well, when you get here, it won't be too bad. He says, anyone looked into the Supreme Court rulings this past Friday about U.S. citizens don't have the right to bring non-citizen spouses? Well, you got to realize something. This is different, guys, than bringing a woman over there on a visa. A non-citizen meaning an illegal alien, what they call them over there. Don't mix this stuff up, guys. Know what they're talking about. It has nothing to do with you bringing a woman over there. She's not a citizen anyway. The people you're bringing are coming over on a legitimate visa. We're talking about, I saw a situation where the woman, she married the man knowing he's illegal in America. They get a lawyer. The lawyer says, look, he's got to go back to his home country for 10 years. They didn't do it. So they want to stay over here, stay underground. He can't get health care. He can't get insurance. He can't, work up to his potential. That's what they're talking about. It has nothing to do with your K1 visa or CR1 visa, spousal visa, guys. This has nothing to do with it. We're talking about non-citizens. That's all I'm, don't get confused about that, because that's what we keep doing. We keep rolling that through. Nobody's explaining it. It has nothing to do with you bringing a K1 or your wife over here through proper channels. They're talking about illegals. Yeah, he got paper. They're gonna let him know. But marriage is good for some people. For some people it works, but 50% in America, new marriages collapse. 60% second marriages. It keeps going. But women over here really don't have a lot of bargaining chips, guys. You're the one doing that. As long as you're treating her good, you're giving her the new life, you're giving her everything that she wants out of a relationship, they're not going to press you, man. Those guys are getting married that you see getting married. They think the woman's going somewhere. Or maybe they want a 13A visa or something like that. Okay? But people just aren't getting married anymore. I didn't say it. They coming at me like I said it. The experts are saying it. It's been over an extended period of time. It's less and less marriages. Because there's no pressure like it used to be. It used to be when my mother was growing up, when she had a baby by my father. Hell, they made them get married. Ain't none of that going on over here, man, around the world anymore. He says, when a Filipino marries a foreigner, any benefit she gets must be shared with her parents and siblings. That's not true. That's not true. That's y'all looking into stuff. It's not true. So don't come on here with that stuff. Yeah, no, it don't matter. Not for you if you're talking about bringing a woman over here. I mean, to your country on a visa, to the United States, rather. It has nothing to do with it. They're talking about illegal aliens. Okay, you have no right. They have no rights. And so the spouse has no rights to bring them or keep them in the country. What's up, Thomas? But see, I'm not going to be on here practicing law without a license, man. But that's easy. That's a simple one to understand. He said, I like the pH, but only in small doses. Yeah, everybody's got, guy was messaging me yesterday. He said, Cal, I'm over here in Thailand. All these sissies over here, they can't handle the Philippines. He said, they running from the Philippines to Thailand. And I was like, it's just how it is, man. Some people just can't handle it over here. And it doesn't make them less than. Just whatever you like about wherever you are, then enjoy it. I mean, there's no sense in putting the place down because that's what we're going to talk about. It's not the Philippines. It's me. I can go anywhere and live. I promise you, man, and thrive. Okay, because the little shit I have to put up with over here, man, is nothing what I'm putting up with in my home country. And they got all the stuff. But, that's what I'm talking about. He says, Berlin Edwards, how's Elo? Elo, I want to check it out sometime. I don't like Davao City. Well, it's been voted the most progressive city in the Philippines for so many years in a row. But remember, Angelo, wherever we go, there we are, man. We're the problem. It's not, there's nowhere on this earth that you can go where everything, all the boxes are going to be checked. You're going to have to adapt some kind of way. See, Davao's not the problem. You're the problem because you chose Davao. Of all the cities that you had to choose from, Angelo, over here, you chose. Davao didn't choose you. This is what we're talking about today. Don't keep saying I don't like Davao. Say I don't like my choice of Davao City as a place to live. Because that's all your life really is. It's all the choices and decisions that you make. One after the other. But yeah, we gotta have to quit blaming other people and other circumstances. She said, what's up? What's up, brother? It's my homeboy. Well, yeah, but it's not true, man. It's not true. Y'all looking too much into this stuff. The woman that you know has never stepped foot in a courthouse before. Those are extreme cases. It won't happen. And if you're stupid enough to stand over here and let it happen to you, then that's on you. Remember, you're the damn problem, nameless. All you got to do, they can't stop you from getting on a plane and going back home. Now what? Now what they're going to get? Nothing from nothing leaves nothing. Philippine law has no jurisdiction in America or Britain or Australia or whatever it is. Guys, use your head. Use your damn common sense. All this stuff don't mean anything, man, unless you're going to live over here. Yeah, the old shotgun wedding. But there are no more shotgun weddings over here. The thing now is the internet wedding, the online marriage. Imagine how, we must really be messed up to do something like that. There's a sucker born every minute. You're a sucker if you're getting married online. It's not a woman in heaven or earth worth me putting up that type of risk. Even when you're living with the woman and you know her for so many years, it's a risk. It's a 50% chance. What's the risk of these online marriages? Yeah, there's no pressure, man. But we're the ones who are doing it. The guy says, "Oh, he follows my channel. He's on here all the time. A big supporter. I won't say his name unless he comes on here." He says, "Oh yeah, but my girlfriend was adamant about that when we met." I said, "Well, are you married? No. Are you getting the milk? Yeah. Well, then you prove my point. You're gonna fuck it up by getting married to the woman. If you don't want to get married, how can she pressure you? It doesn't make sense. What is she gonna say? Okay, the 10,000 other women can't say. I'm telling you guys, y'all don't listen. The dating pool that they choose from is fucked up, man. It's a cesspool. It really is a shithole. You don't know if you're gonna get a Pookie or Ray Ray. You don't know what they're gonna get when they reach into that damn toilet of a dating pool. Even though we are the prize when they get a good one out of there. But man, I've seen so much over here, man, that every foreigner that comes over here is not good. Imagine, what was that, what's his name was, Broke John? Imagine when that woman picked him out there, she thought, oh, I got something. And shit went to hell, hell in a handbasket real quick. So when they find a good man, they're not going to run you off. It's not like us. We're looking, okay, man, all right. Well, like I said, if you want to sit over here and let that happen to you, nameless, then go ahead. They're not obligated. It's old. They can tell us anything because we don't know the law. And we're probably misinterpreting the law. But you are a U.S. citizen or wherever. All you got to do is get on the plane. They cannot stop you from doing that. Okay? So let's stop with this, man. You're not a lawyer either. He says, LOL, I feel the same way about the vow as I just mentioned about the rest of the people. Yeah, but it's just a choice we got to make. It's the choices we make. It's not the Philippines because we got other choices. Hey, what's up, Marlon? Welcome, man, to the Sunshine Shoulders community. And thank you for your support. But you can't blame it on the Philippines. There's so many other places to go. Blame it on yourself. You made the decision. And all the other decisions you're going to make when you're over here. The buck stops here. All that old blaming people, you chose the wrong woman. Or whatever it is. You chose the wrong profession. You either went to college or you didn't. It all comes down to us and the decisions we make. So when you go overseas, I got some stuff wrote down here. Whether or not you do the research is going to be on you. See, Angelo Habib could have easily done all the research and talked to some people before he chose the vow. Of all the places, I know you're safe in the vow, if nothing else. He said, just stay strong. Look, research, visit as many places as you can, and you'll be all right. I couldn't give him bad information. But we locked and loaded on a place. We come in, we put down roots, and then we're unhappy. All these places, there's 2,000 islands that are inhabited in the Philippines, man. If I was single like you are, man, I'd be all over the place until I decided, I wouldn't take too long because you're going to waste a lot of money. But you know what? 3 to 6 months is plenty time to roam this country and find a place that you really like. First of all, you got to know what you like. Do I want the beach life? Do I want the city life? Okay, the sure thing where you're not going to go wrong in the meantime is Cebu City and Angeles City and Manila. Those are three places where you really got a chance to stop for a while, okay, and play it safe, and then go from there. Even though Duval's part of the expat alley, man, those three places are the places you go, okay, when you want to play it safe, when you're not sure, when you want to get your feet wet in the Philippines, man. Listen, guys, okay, y'all making a lot of mistakes, and then you're blaming it on the Philippines. It's 2,000 islands here. Frank Ellis says, may as well leave your house unlocked and the front door open before going on vacation. He said, yeah, that's crazy getting married online, but people are doing it. See, I was over here during the pandemic and the lockdowns. And if you saw all the shenanigans people were trying just to get over here, and I'm like, man, just be patient. The place is going to open up. You know, don't paint yourself into a damn corner. These women aren't going anywhere. You're more likely to go somewhere else. You see what TJ said? He doesn't like it here. A lot of people come over here and they say, I don't like it. So imagine if you're a woman, a Filipino woman, by the way, and the man comes over here and he doesn't like it. You can't follow him. But we got all the cards, we won't use them. Okay, like we was talking about on the last live stream. If anybody hasn't done it already, go and watch those videos about the European women, older European women going to Gambia in Africa and dating these young African men. Okay, poverty-stricken African men. Now you're going to see what the women are faced with over here. See, you can see it through a man's eyes when you do that. Okay, it gets kind of cringy when you see that. Like I said, the women over there, big ass guts, flat butts, titties dragging the ground, elephant pussy, but it don't matter because the man is poor. Okay, he's telling them everything they want to hear. It's the polar opposite of what's going on over here, but the roles have changed. When you start watching those videos, where you start to understand what's going on over here, it'll make more sense of what I'm talking about. Okay, that's all I'm saying. Go and watch that. You'll see. You'll be like, man, imagine some of those guys gotta lay up and tongue kiss those old prune-faced women because they got everything. The doctors, lawyers, divorced with houses over in England and different places like that. And they're coming over there doing the same thing that Western men come over here to do. It's an eye-opener. But because they're women, European women at that, they're going to get a pass. That stuff should be all over the internet, but it's not. If I do go to Africa, that's where I'm going because there's so much content there that would keep you, man, that would keep you, a YouTuber, busy for a long, long time. You go over there. But we don't want to walk them out in the women's shoes over here. We ain't even trying to see or understand what's happening over here. Okay. Hey, Mr. Ringo, thanks for that super chat. He said, hey, Cal, did you get sick a lot during your first year living in Philippines? I didn't. But I'm going to tell you what I do get is constipated. And somebody was explaining that to me, what happens to us when we, you go past that damn date line. You go from night to day and all kind of stuff goes on. I don't know if it's your nerves from being up in that plane. You're holding, you're puckering up your damn behind because you're afraid you're going down. I don't know what it is, but I get constipated. And I saw where Johnny S., a couple of his kids were constipated when they got over here. But I very seldom get sick over here. I got sick recently because I went to a banquet, like a buffet, man. And, I got there kind of late. So you don't know how long the food's been out. And I got a little shot of food poisoning. But other than that, man, in all the years I've been there, I may touch a bad doorknob and get those cold-like symptoms, but I don't get sick over here. I've probably gotten acclimated, but I do get constipated. If I was to go home and stay a week and come back to the Philippines, I'd be constipated. I don't know where that comes from. Just Travels. Now, he's a YouTuber. He's been all over Africa. He said they go to Tanzania too, to date younger men in poverty. Yeah. See, it's an eye-opener, though. It's something that if you really want to understand that, you know, you're the prize, but you're ugly-ass prize. You watch those videos and you see you'll see through the eyes of the Filipino, but you're going to see it through the eyes of a man. Imagine some of these women over here, man, 22, they got to get in bed with these 70-year-old men and stuff like that. No matter what you smell like, no matter what you look like, no matter how big you are, how small you are, how intelligent you are. It's humbling, man. But a lot of guys, when you tell them stuff like that, it's just reality is all it is. I'm not saying anything new. It isn't rocket science. It's reality. They get angry. They get angry at me for cutting on the light, which they already know they can see it. You know, all you got to do is come over here. You'll see it too. But I'm not a dick watch. I don't care, but I'm just saying that you come over here and you see, hey, this is what's really going on. Why would you let a woman speed you up? Filipinos aren't even marrying her. But she's going to speed you up? But you know that those women are the prize. You can clearly see it. Because you're seeing the poor African guys and you see, y'all, I see why he's with, you know, the old white ladies. But then when you come over here, you act like you can't see it when it's reversed. Come on, guys. You can see it. And like you can't see that you're the prize. People push back on me when I say, you're the prize over here. What's up, Michael Alexander? But I've been to Ilo a few times. Only one time really did I stay there when we had the meet and greet. Usually I'm passing through. But I lived in Ilo for a month, but not the city. I lived in a little place called Miagao. It's about an hour going towards Boracay. And everything, but you know, when the damn nuts is on fire, they're not thinking about Jesus and all the doing the right thing. They're thinking about that release, that human release. Winston Graham said, Cal, why in 2024 grown men are blaming the place when they chose it to begin with? Thank you. If you don't like the place when you get there, just leave. Grown men take responsibility for their decision. This is what I'm saying. This is what the live stream is about in a nutshell, Winston Graham. You said it. It's not the place, guys. It's you. You made the wrong decision. Okay, don't blame it on the Philippines and what they don't have and all this and what's going on over here or what's not going on. Because you had all the time in the world to research it. If it doesn't, you know, fit up to your standard or your expectations, go to all these other places. But I would say go to some of these other places in the Philippines first. Hey, Stephen, thanks for that super chat. He says 7,641 islands. By the way, ever thought about doing a reaction video on some of these other crazy vloggers? Be interested in your opinion. I wouldn't do it, though. I don't do those. I think they're cringy, really. And, and I talk about the stuff they say in a roundabout way, but I don't target anybody. I don't mention any names or nothing. Because, in all actuality, Stephen, believe it or not, they're just trying to do the best they can. I would say 99% of us are not journalists. We're not photographers, videographers, or any of that. We're just over here trying to, share our experiences over here. But no, I don't do those reactionary videos. I mean, I don't know. I just don't do them. He said, just for information, I've been here 5 months and I never got sick. Oh, wow. The yoga, booby. I never got sick yet other than the usual. Yeah, I think that's one of the big surprises because people think, oh, I'm going to get sick. Yeah, you can get sick now. If you come over and eat some of that half-cooked meat that they're barbecuing, just tell the man or woman, hey, cook mine all the way. They'll do it. But if you just letting them cook it the way they normally cook it, yeah, you're going to get sick. 50% of Filipinos over here have those worms because they're eating half-cooked meat. 50%. I didn't say that. Is it raining out there?
It's hot out there.
Oh. He said, the first time I went to Kenya and saw the fake masa on the beach, I was dying. What's that, TJ? He said, how many men are afraid of change? They get here and after a few weeks, they do what they were doing back in their home country. You have to force yourself off the sofa every day. This is a great point right here. And I think fear has a lot to do with that too. There you go, have a nice day. But remember, that's one of the pros of having a girlfriend. Just ask her to take you somewhere, she will. And even if she don't know where you're going, you at least feel comfortable because you're with her and she can speak the language and kind of be your liaison. But you're right. And I think Angelo's trying to open up a little bit because he goes to that bar that has that nice, he's seeing that they've got a nice live music scene in Davao, in the Philippines. You just got to find out what you like and seek it out. It's not going to come to you. But yeah, you're right. We do get over here and we get complacent. He says sometimes it's from being in that air conditions. Yeah, it's something. Somebody explained it to me, why I get constipated when I get over here. But a lot of people, not just me. Hey, Erica, thank you. He said, I used to get gout attacks in the States. I don't get them here. I'm a simple man, and it doesn't take a whole lot to satisfy me. I had all those material stuff over there. I can adjust, I think, because I was on an aircraft carrier. I just wasn't in the Navy. If you're out to sea like that, you got to learn to adjust to some pretty hectic circumstances. It was not luxury. Okay, I was watching yesterday, and it sent chills through me. It was some photographers, and I remember they were on our ship. He did a documentary about our cruise in 83, 84. I think his name is, I want to say Dwayne Freeman. Go and watch his channel. And he's on board our ship. I was on that ship when they filmed this. You're going to learn to adapt, and that's what I learned to do. That 8 months, I'm proud of that, man. It's only supposed to have been 6 months or something. We end up being 8 months from October all the way to May. But yeah, you'll learn real quick how to adapt. And so that's why being over here, it's not a big deal to me. If I want the fancy stuff, hell, Thailand is right up the street. I mean, it's literally right up the street on the damn plane. And all those other fancy places. He says, I get sick after eating at a buffet in Manila once. At least I wasn't as sick as I got from food poisoning in Barcelona. Yeah, over here you got to be careful. And I didn't even think about it. I was in the midst of this no sugar diet, which I'm still on. And I just, I was hungry. I hadn't eaten anything. So I rushed in there. I got some it's pig's blood, but they call it denaguan. I mean, it was delicious, but I believe that's what got me. It was the first thing in the damn line. And then it was some type of beef steak, something with sauce. And I didn't eat a whole lot of different stuff. But I mean, it hit me. It hit me good. He says, I'm old, but I smell good. Well, like I said, you'll get a bird's eye view of what these women deal with when you see it from a man's perspective. See, it doesn't matter what you look like over here, how old you are over here, what you smell like. Okay? It just doesn't matter. Your intelligence level, it does not matter. Okay? So it makes me respect women more over here. Really, man, when you see the conditions and the circumstances that make them have to put themselves in those positions, man. You know, it's crazy. Because we'll think because we young or whatever, man, some of you guys need to take a damn bath. Y'all been to my house before. I'm just saying. What's up, Mo? He said, Brother Cal, I'm down to my last month in the U.S. My lease comes to an end and I'll be arriving in about July 31st. Yeah, we'll probably be leaving about that time. But yeah, Mo, I know you're getting close. And I tell you something, you know, when you have a plan like you have, see, I watched your plan unfold. It seems like those 2 years went fast, but I know they didn't. And you did it the right way. You came over here a few times, but I know you're not actually gonna stay in the Val. You're going somewhere else. But you did it the right way. You came here, what, 4 or 5 times for a month at a time and kind of looked around. But he knows what he likes to do. He's not going to get bored because, you know, he's a free diver. He loves the sea. Well, hell, there's no better place to be than the Philippines if you like that ocean. Hey, Rusty, what's going on? But we got to stop blaming other people, man, for our circumstances, especially overseas. Because you should be in a position where if the Philippines don't do it, they'll go to Vietnam. You're right there. I mean, you're literally closer to Vietnam than you are to Thailand. And then Vietnam and Thailand are very close together. Then Thailand and Cambodia, you're in a great place here. Man, if you can't find a place in Southeast Asia that's going to suit your needs, man, you might as well pack it up, try somewhere else then. He says, but keeping it funky, if I was broke and my only prospects at socioeconomic advancement was keeping fit and piping the blood pressure out a 50, 60 something Westerner, I'm in the gym like Cal. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Um, but they have no bargaining chips like we think they do. We give them all that credit because we're decent guys, you know. We're trying to be respectful and everything like that. But when the nitty gritty is, they don't have any bargaining chips. You got them all. But what we do, we give them all to them. He said, Big Cal skipping my comments. I guess I'm a hater. No. Listen, dude. Evidently, you don't have a channel. You know how many, it's 200 people watching this about. You know how many comments is over here? They just don't stop at Midwest 10 and say, hey, you got a blinking red light. If you want to get, if you want me to really read your comments, put a super chat on it. That's the only way it's going to stand out, dude. I didn't do that. Okay. YouTube does that because they know you got all these comments over here when you got a channel like mine and there's hundreds of people watching. Don't think I'm seeing all these comments, man. I'm not. Hey, Truth and Transparency, thanks for that super chat. He said, thanks for keeping it real. Unfortunately, many men can't or won't adapt. I've learned that wherever I've gone, I adapted and have more than enough women. Yeah, you got to place the blame on your own shoulders. You can't blame the women over here. You can't blame anything. Go where you celebrated then. I didn't. Who is the, did you send me an email, Ryan? I didn't get it unless I got it today. But here's my email right here. calroach1@gmail.com. That's for anybody. If you're in the Philippines and you need some help somewhere, hit me there. And then if you're over here, I even give you my phone number. He said, Cal followed Big World Cinema the past 10 days. He started in CDO and now is in Zamboanga. He hasn't had any issues. Yeah, like I said, man, more than likely, I lived in Zamboanga for 10 years. You're not going to have any issues, but if you do, the United States State Department said they already warned you. Okay, remember, Mindanao is a vast place, man. Okay, but they're telling you that riffraff is down there. Now, if you ignore it, that's what it says. Ignore it at your own risk. It clearly says reconsider it, rethink it. If you're going there, more likely what nothing's gonna happen to you. But that's what those other guys thought too. All of them, every last one of them. Nobody got up that morning and said, you know what, I want to get kidnapped and get my damn head cut off. See, this is what goes on. Okay. I lived there for 10 years. But I tell you what, I never let my guard down. Okay. And I was kind of shaky in some situations because I didn't know any better at first. I knew nothing about those bad guys there. I was just traveling around the Philippines like I normally do. I might as well have been in Cebu when I was in Zamboanga until they told me about it. Now I'm shaking in my boots. I'm like, well, why did you tell me? The less I know, the better off I am. But when you get guys like that, he's really not going anywhere, okay? CDO and Zamboanga and all that stuff, man, those are fairly safe places. You saw the places I warned you not. You're not going to see him there. He's playing it safe, which is smart of him. He's playing it very, very safe. He's not going to Holo Salute, Tawi. He's not going to Baziland or any of those places. Okay? It's not like the boogeyman's going to get you the minute you get off in Zamboanga, but they're there, man. I'm telling you that they're there. You don't know the good guys from the bad. They look the same. Okay? And if they want to get you, they can get you. You're taking a chance by going there. The State Department said stay away from there. I'm not going to tell you it's safe anymore. I'm going to say go at your own risk, like they say. But I lived there, on and off for 10 years. I didn't have any problems. I mean, I was lucky, basically. But I tell you what, right after I left, let me tell y'all, put this in your pipe and smoke it. I left in 2012, Zamboanga, after my son was born. 2013, they had the siege, where those bad guys, those militants, those rebels came from Baziland and tried to take over that city. Look that up. It's called the siege. That went on for months, man. So many people were killed. So many houses burned. Over 200 people lost their houses, and hundreds of thousands of people displaced. Guys, it's set to go at any time down there. I mean, but if he wants to get some, I'm going to Davao, okay? I went to CDO this year. I'm going to Davao. When my son was still living in Zamboanga, I was going there because I knew where to go. I was going in a beeline from point A to point B. I was not hanging around different places. Okay. He said that brother to change his profile pic, 90% dudes on her. What's going on? He said, about to finish my time here in this sober living house and finish out the rest of the year on my job. Then I'm headed to Ilocos Norte with the money I've saved and the life lessons I've learned. Well, you know, I would focus on my sobriety, man. Okay, especially, I don't know how long you've been sober, but, you know, one thing that triggers alcoholics and addicts is stress that comes from relationships, new environments and stuff like that. That sober living place you're in is a safe environment. You get out here, man, you just make sure your sobriety is solid. That should be the number one thing, man. If you're trying to stay sober, I'm just going to tell you. I don't know. You know, they think they're special. I'm supposed to stop at every one. He said, 10 years is a long ass time. He said, I personally would love to go to Kiev. Where's that over in, is that Ukraine? He said, gentlemen, give yourself a break and take your time to adjust. If you find where you are might not be your cup of tea, hop on a plane and go to Thailand, Vietnam. I also recommend Shanghai. Yeah, see, we get bad information about China. There's a guy he's a black guy. He lives in China. He got some pretty good content, and it's kind of amazing because I always thought China was sort of like North Korea, but it's not. They got some modern shit going on in Thailand. I mean, in China. But you know, we get that propaganda. Same with Africa, the continent of Africa. You got to go over there. But hell, you don't even have to get on a plane and go to those places. Go to another island. What's up, Hitman? He said, checking in from Dubai. A friend of mine, he's a friend now, Frank. Him and his wife, they're in Dubai now from the Philippines. They're supposed to be coming, back here later on in the year. But they came to my meet and greet. They're in Dubai right now. He's living it up over there too. What's up, Ocean View Coffee Shop? Yeah, but you know, like I said, yeah, Marawi. Marawi. You don't want to go there. Now that's something different. Marawi's different than the siege. The siege was in Zamboanga. Zamboanga's right there on the ocean, and like 45 minutes away is Swaziland by ferry. But it's less in those little boats, and hundreds of them showed up, man, and they had to bring the military in, man. Look, it's on the internet, it's everywhere. It was during the time when my wife, when we weren't married at the time, her and our son, they were going through the interview process in Manila. They couldn't even come back home. I had to pay for them to stay up in Manila for extra month. There was no planes coming in and out of there. It was like a civil war. It can pop up at any time, but we down there, you know, oh, look at me, I'm in Minden now. The State Department knows a whole lot more than I do. I'm trying to scare people awake. Like, start reading this stuff, man. You know, them guys go over there. What's up, Frank? To those places. Man, they got heavily armed guys with them. You don't see them by themselves when they go to those places like that. They're protected. You see, becoming Filipino, he went to Holo Salud. And then that other guy, from Germany. But they're all surrounded, man. They're protected. You're not. If you want to go over there, man, I wouldn't go. I don't know. That's a good question. But I got some bad news the other day. I got a gut punch 2 days ago, and I'm sick really now, man. I'm just hiding it, man. I got a gut punch, with one of my daughters, man, and it may force my hand to go back a lot sooner than I want to. I'm watching it real carefully. I'm supposed to be in Cebu. I'm so messed up really behind it. It's like, I don't know, man. That's the thing about having children. Even though she's grown, she's 28, man. You just never, you're always going to worry about them your whole life. But it certainly was a gut check. I mean, I got hit in the stomach, man. It was a stomach punch, man. It had nothing to do with one of them guys jumping on her or nothing like that, because that would make me get on the plane. It's something worse, man. He said, Cal, did you see that 10-year truce they had in that area? Will expire soon for the separatists in that area, so definitely be careful. Yeah, man, I'm just saying, guys, will you beat the odds? More than likely, yeah. Because when I was there seeing my son, I saw a guy who's one of my subscribers. We chat back and forth. And he came up to us in Burger King. He said, yeah, I'm here because you said it's okay. I said, dude, I didn't say it's okay. I'm saying, I have to stop that and let you know that when you travel there, you're traveling at your own risk, man. Anything could pop off at any time. That's all I'm saying. Hey, Stephen, thank you for the super chat. Said, last question, you ever been to Happy Land Tondo? No, the closest I've been to Tondo is really the pier in Manila, which is not far from Tondo. I really stay away from those areas, man, honestly, because they can be dangerous. Filipinos are nice people, but when you're looking at struggle like that, people act different, man. They take more chances than normal. And I just don't think it's for me to really, because I know I would see some stuff that would make me want to take my camera out. And I don't want to exploit that kind of stuff. There's a Filipino guy who does, and it's good for him because he's Filipino. And if anybody's going to exploit it, let him do it. I don't think it's my place to do that. They would probably take it the wrong way anyway. I'd probably be deported. Anything I say, they misinterpret it. But certainly that. So no, I stay away from those places, man. He said, Mindanao scares me. I would not even go to Davao City. Davao City is really, really safe. But, if you look back, because we don't think history matters. There was a bomb that went off at the Davao airport back in the early 2000s, I believe. They, because that's their MO down there. That's where Ramzi Youssef and all those guys, those, master bomb makers, they were going down there, helping those rebels down there, teaching them how to make bombs and all that. Okay, whenever you see them drones down there, they're looking for those bomb makers, man. Those are the ones wreaking havoc. That's their MO. Okay, let's see. About the second time I went to Zamboanga, my girlfriend, soon-to-be wife, her mother said, look, I don't want y'all staying in hotels here. It's too dangerous. And I'm like, wow, why would you tell me that? Right? She wanted us to stay in the squatters area. And I was like, well, I'll do it for one night, right? Well, that night, don't you know they blew up one of them hotels there? 3 people were killed. It's because, you got to pay that rebel tax. You know, so guys are coming over here talking about opening businesses and stuff like that. You got to be careful. I'm not going to tell you anything that I haven't seen before. The guy here opened up a sorry store and the people came to see him. Now you got to, pay your taxes, dude. And he said the amount that they wanted was too much. So he just shut the business down. He said, some parts of the world I have no interest in traveling to based on my world experience and military knowledge of these places. I mean, there's just so many other places you can go to in the Philippines where you don't really have to, play Russian roulette like that. Hey, what's up, Kevin? He said, hello, Calvin. Speaking from Thailand. What's up, man? Yeah, what might be good for one might not be good for others. Yeah, Tondo's the slums. Thanks, but I should have made that clear. For anybody that don't know, I mean, some people find that they get an excitement out of that. I don't. I don't get excitement. I don't get any entertainment or anything like that out of that. He said, I'm going to check out Vietnam and the Philippines. I owe it to a friend of mine. Well, he's not really a friend, but associate. We worked out a lot at the YMCA in Louisville, Kentucky, and he heard I was coming to the Philippines in 2018. He told me, he said, man, he was Vietnamese. He said, make sure you go to Vietnam when you over there. And I haven't been. So I'm going to go. He told me that. And I promised him I was going, but I haven't went. Maybe when I go to Thailand and then just shoot over to Vietnam, because they're very, very, very close. Well, they do, that's to them, it's just like Walking Street, same thing. Walking Street really didn't do anything for me for real. I had Maryland hold the camera and you see what that was. It's just something that it really doesn't, you really can't capture it on film unless you get everybody's consent. Because if you go down there, man, they're going to be hiding their faces. The business owners don't want you doing it. The girls don't want to be seen. Their families probably don't know where they are. They don't want to be an embarrassment to their family. Somebody see them on their, I didn't know. So that's where she is. Okay. Walking Street is one of those places you just got to go through and experience it, man, and just put it up in your memory bank here. But he said Mindanao is very low on the tourist checklist. Surigao is the only one, but it's practically an island off Southern Leyte and isn't near the mainland of Mindanao. Yeah. There's some beautiful places in Mindanao, though. I'm just saying that, there's a reason they tell you don't go down there. That's all I'm saying. If you want to go, you can go, and more than likely you're not going to have any problems. But if you do, they're going to say, we told you don't go down there. I mean, Glen, where I went to, General Santos. General Santos is in Davao. It's in Mindanao. But they've got a big, MPA presence there. A real big MPA presence there. And, if they want to fuck with you, they can. They got all those weapons and stuff like that. He said, Cal, out of all the service shirts I've seen you wear, I have to say that one is the best looking. Yeah. Well, my buddy Mike gave this shirt to me. He came over. He gave me several shirts. He's from Memphis, Tennessee. I think he was in the Army. Just travel. He said, Unc, how much is a full-time nanny on average? When I travel, I like to bring my little ones. Well, it depends on how many kids is it going to be? How many children they watch? Normally, and it depends on where you live, okay? Say, for instance, if you lived in St. Carlos City, a live-in, you're probably going to pay about 6,000 pesos a month. Or, even if they didn't live in. If they're going to work all day, because they're usually going to do more than just watch the kids. They're probably going to clean and wash the clothes too. You probably give them, 6,000. Because our worker comes from 7 to 4. And, you start them out lower and make sure they're going to work out. So we started her out at 4, but she's up to 6 now. She hasn't even been here a year, I don't believe. I think October is going to be a year. But you got to understand, when people take those jobs, there's really no other jobs available for them. Hey, Freddie, what's up? What's up, man? Thanks for that super sticker. I know y'all going to be on your way here soon. Angeles City, him and his wife. Enjoy yourself, man. Let me know when you hit the ground. But yeah, because when you say, oh man, it's not a lot of money, but really it is, because most of the time they have no education. They have no other way to get a job. So you're providing income, because trust me, that's a good job with those qualifications, because they're just not going to find a job. It's competitive here. I mean, when a lot of the servers you see at these restaurants, especially in the mall, they've got college degrees. It's a jungle, man, out here. Only the strong survive. But that's, I would start her out at about 6. And then if she works out, depending on if it's one child, I'd take her to 8,000. Because if you take care of your employees, they're going to take care of you. You don't want to be paying, you don't want an unhappy woman taking care of your kids. If it's 2 kids, give her 10,000 a month. Make her happy, See, she's got it easy in there, really. For her 6,000, she basically washes clothes, cleans up around her, because the dogs is out here. He keeps the kitchen clean. That's basically it. The living room straightened up, picks up out the booby and stuff like that. But she don't watch booby. She don't do anything like that. But I gave her a raise because I want her to be happy. Because she's going to take care of us. I want her best work. And it's going to keep going up. He says, I got my Vietnamese visa using an online service. It was at the airport when Jay and I arrived. Yeah, I saw that. What's up, Xavier? I saw him on here. He said, what's up, Cal? Keep dishing out the good advice for me and everyone else smart enough to tune in, man. Thank you, brother. We have a conversation, man. We talk about stuff we got to talk about. Let's get back. Okay, Mike Dorsonville said life is what you make it. It is. At the end of the day, that's what your life is. It's just all those decisions you made. We got to stop blaming our circumstances on other people. Do your research, but here's the most important thing I wrote on here. You're in control of your own life, of your vacation, and all of that. If you relinquish that control, then that's on you, man. You're going to pay the consequences. And a lot of times, that's what happens. We give all of our control to somebody else, usually a woman over here. and then we bitch and complain about it. You know, my buddy Coach Trill J, when I did the video about, you know, do you need a girlfriend over here to be happy? He said, depends on who it is. He said, but for him, no, it's a deal breaker. He said, his freedom's more important. You give up your freedom, man, when you do that over here. Okay, so if you're looking for freedom, yeah, you basically give it up. And guys say, oh, I'll come and go. Yeah, you come and go with her on your back. Don't be lying, okay? Unless you're going somewhere where she certainly can't go. She don't have a visa or whatever like that. But other than that, wherever you go, she's going. But he said that and it made a lot of sense. He said, no, my freedom's too important. I didn't come all the way over there to be locked down, and they're going to lock you down because too much is at stake. We don't understand how much is at stake for them. Well, go watch those videos I told you to watch on Gambia. In those videos, you become those white women over there. Those European women. Let me say European, because if I say white, people get offended. Those European women, you become them. Okay, that's who you are in that scenario. You're the fat European woman with sagging titties and a flat ass, okay, and a damn short haircut to here. A lot of times they smoking Benson and Hedges. That's you. He said most other Southeast Asian countries had their poverty. Facts. This is a fact. When I went to Thailand, that's what I asked Mr. Lee. I said, man, where's the poverty? He said, it's here. We had it. But if you go down by, but they got something called, it's almost like that No Child Left Behind thing. They feed their homeless and street people. You know, in Thailand, they got a program. They got volunteers that go around and feed these people. But he showed me some of it. He said most of it, you can't see it. It's hidden. He said in the Philippines, the poverty is on any main road. Thailand main road shows no poverty. Yeah, they had it well. They do. You're exactly right. Because that's one of the first things I asked him, because I was like, I read so much about Thailand and how those women from the bars, they come from poverty. I'm like, well, where is it? Thailand's a different beast over there. Okay. They do have it. But just so many people here, it's hard to hide. There's 110 million here. I think it's 69 million in Thailand. But remember, 25% of the population lives up there in Manila, around that area. See, that's why you're getting a false sense of what the Philippines really is. When you got that many people in that general area, man, you're going to see all kinds of stuff. And you're going to see struggle, man. Real struggle. Like that Tondo and, you know, that peg where they're eating food out of the garbage. They go home and recook it. You see all that stuff up there. You don't see that stuff in St. Carlos City, man. I mean, there's poverty here, but not that kind of poverty. I mean, that's just absolute poverty where people are going hungry up there in Manila, up in that Metro Manila. I mean, you see all kinds of crazy stuff up there. It's just too many people. It's, you know, the infrastructure and all that. It's not built to handle all those people. I don't know how they're doing it. I mean, you know, people talk about the Philippine infrastructure. Explain that to me if they don't have a good infrastructure. How in the world are they supporting all them people up in Manila? That's like a miracle. I don't think nobody else is doing it. You know, for a place that's not supposed to have a strong infrastructure, shit. Their infrastructure is on steroids in Manila. Think about it, what they're doing up there. Imagine if it was what was originally built to handle, you say, 1 million people when the Army Corps of Engineers designed that place. Because Manila was supposed to be the Los Angeles of Southeast Asia, and it was. Go look on YouTube in the 30s and 40s before the Japanese came over here. Manila was all that, man. That's not what it was today. He says, hey, Cal, Angeles City appears to have a negative reputation among bloggers and some of the foreigners interviewed in their videos. Although you weren't there long, what was your initial first impression? I wasn't even there but 3 days, but I'm going to tell you something. It's more than Walking Street. Just a little time I was there. Okay, it's modern up that way, okay, especially when you're coming from the airport. When you fly into Clark and you're around that Clark, that zone up there, it's pretty nice. I mean, Angeles City, people only point to that Walking Street, okay, and that's it. And most of those people, that's where they go. They don't go anywhere else. You know, you're right up there. You're in Subic Bay. You're not far from Baguio. I love that big mall. They got a big mall way across the highway from Walking Street, where it's like you're in a whole different city. I liked it because it's got everything up there that a Western person, let me say, coming from America. Texas Roadhouse. They got Denny's. They got all kind of stuff like that. Golf, if you like to play golf. Of course, tennis. You got all that stuff in Angeles City. Okay? That you're not going to find in another city that size anywhere else in the Philippines. So yeah, I like Angeles City, and then it's got a big expat population that you should utilize. That doesn't mean you got to hang around with them, Isaiah, but you do have to. You can utilize, man. They got so much, and so many guys. I mean, these were real expats. That's another thing. I mean, they had been up there for years. One guy I talked to had been there for 17 years. One guy had been there for 11 years. These guys know what they're talking about. Hold on, let me plug this in. So yeah, I liked Angeles City, you know, for a lot of reasons that maybe some people wouldn't like it. And that was just, you know, like I said, I was only there for, you know, a few days, but it was enough to impress me because I'm simple, remember? At that time, I was still eating pancakes, man, and we went to Denny's, man, had a great breakfast. I would love to have some place like that here in St. Carlos City. It's just not here. But at least Angeles City, Manila, and Cebu City will give you a chance to, you know, exhale, get your feet wet, and find out where in the world you're going to do in the. Be there soon, brother. I'll let you know when I touch ground. He said, I'll let you know when I arrive. Yeah, I know it's been a while since you came, since you've been here. He said, yeah, $6,000 per month for me. Damn, it must be nice. Yeah, but you're doing a favor at the same time. It's not like I've never asked her to do anything, really. Maybe like, hey, can you boil me some water? Or put me some eggs on, or something like that. She's got it good, trust me. Okay, she already knows what to do. She just comes and does it. Excuse me. And then when she's done, she just sits in there and watches television. And that's it. Nobody's run. We treat her like a member of the family. But she's a very good worker, and you know, I'm gonna reward her. But I know what a good price is for that, and that is good. You know, because the people who she was working with before, I think they were paying her like $4, but she had been there for a long time, and sometimes the reason they had to let her go, they didn't have the money anymore. Yeah, especially if you're making it every day. You know, it's just remember you gotta kind of understand what this economy is over here before you start dishing out money. Hey, the Sigma Enigma, thanks for that super chase. And thanks again for your advice on Medicaid. Yeah, boots on the ground here, brother. Keep up the good work. Thank you. Yeah, and Medicare. Make sure you get into that business. Congratulations, too. He just got his insurance license. Well, he's had it for a couple of months. But if you really want to earn some good money, get into that Medicare Advantage field. There's no additional premium that people have to pay, man. It's really like shooting fish in a barrel. When I started out, I was one of the pioneers, man. It was tough trying to get people to switch their Medicare from the government to a private company. They thought it was a scam. Man, I started in 2006, dude, when it first, when they first started offering them plans. Man, you talking about, you very seldom get a complaint now. We get all kind of complaints because people be confused. They'll go back to the doctor and show their Medicare card, and the doctor will take it and bill Medicare, and the bill will come back, and then you got to go over and say, ma'am, you got to show your WellCare card now. That's who the doctor should bill now. See, we did all that stuff for y'all. Yeah, we did all that for y'all. Now it's nothing. Hell, people calling you on the phone, wanting you to come over to their house and all that. I mean, they really thought it was a scam. He said, Anthony City may have Western brands, but you're eating Asian food with Western recipes. I don't know. It tastes the same to me, but I know that's what you do in America because I've been, I was married over there, and we go to these places, and she tried to make Filipino food with Western ingredients, and it wouldn't work. But you can get a good burger in Angeles City. Even, okay, if that's true, because where we had the meet and greet, Mike, the food was delicious. And the guy who set it up, he said, Cal, that's why I want it there because the food is good, man. I had a Reuben sandwich. Yeah, I might as well have been in America. I mean, it was really delicious. But I'm saying, it's just not like moving to San Carlos City or Davao or somewhere like that. He said NPA stands for New People's Army, for those who didn't know. He said, too many American Philippine patrol police in Angeles City, from what I hear. Well, not really, man. If you're going to stay, I saw Kiki in the Philippines. He saw two foreigners fighting in a video. But what you expect, guys, if you're going to stay on that walking street or in that vicinity where people are just drinking all day long, and eventually, wherever alcohol is, it's going to be some type of disagreements and stuff. Okay, and remember, you got to respect people's privacy. This is why you don't see me going a lot of places where people are. You can't just pull that camera out and start filming people, especially on Walking Street, man. They're like, man, I'm married back at home or whatever. Be showing me on Walking Street, man. I could lose my job and all that, right? I mean, you just got to have some common sense when you go to places like that. But I met some cool guys up there. He says, anybody here been to Cagbalite Island? I've never heard of it. But remember, so many, man. Yeah, Batangas, Tagaytay. I want a housekeeper, but she has to be built like a duck. Well, more than likely, you're not going to want a young woman unless maybe if she is a nanny. But I don't know. You may not want that. You want an older woman who knows what she's doing. She's experienced. She's raised her own kids. She cleans her own house. She cooks her own food. You get these young women, they don't know nothing, man. We went through 2 or 3, let me see. 3 younger women, maybe even more, before we found her. You know, they end up having a boyfriend and leaving, you know, thinking the grass is greener somewhere else. One left and went to Cebu. We actually had let her, she was a live-in. She was going to school. We encouraged her. We said, okay, now imagine this now. She's going to school. She's a senior in high school. We said, hey, you know, this, because, you know, our daughter, they're about the same age. We encouraged her to finish her studies. I think she chased some man to Cebu City. We haven't heard anything from her. Doubt if she finished school. We were paying her 1,000 pesos a week to live in. Now, that means you're eating what we're eating. But you know, those are the young ones, man. You said, big change coming this year. What's going on? What do you mean with Medicare? Yeah, he said, I like miniature golf. I'm trying to think. They've got a miniature golf here. As a matter of fact, well, no, in Sapaway Island at the resort we go to. It's a little miniature golf course there. What's up, Market Focus? Hey, when you arrive in Pattaya, I will roll out the red carpet for you. You did for me when I was in the Philippines and returned the favor. Hey, thank you, man. What's up, Duel and May? He says, if Chili's is a top 15 to 20 choice in your city, then your city doesn't have a Western scene. Yeah, I actually, to be honest with you, I wanted something different over here. But I know how important that is. I'm lucky that when I first came to the Philippines, my introduction was in Cebu. It's not that hard to get, you know, settled in Cebu. You're going to see a lot of the stuff. It's not America, but, you know, you're going to see a lot of the stuff that you're used to seeing over there. I mean, I had pay-per-view TV and all that years ago, man, when Pacquiao, in 2010, when Pacquiao was at the top of his game, man, I bought pay-per-view and all that in Cebu. We had all that there, man. You know, it's just like, you know, you're in the Philippines. I mean, I wanted something different, but hell, if I wanted a good burger or something, I even went out with my girlfriend at that time. We went to a club. I'm trying to think of the name of it. But we should go out. I would take her out because, you know, she was young, 24. But when you come in here to San Carlos City, there's no nightclubs here. You might, you know, you still might have some fight in you because it gets old sitting around looking at each other all the time. He said, I miss a good hoagie and tasty cake pies. See, they had a place here, Mike's Beer and Burger. He died, you know, but after the COVID and the lockdowns shut him down. He was getting his beef and stuff from Australia. Man, his place stayed crowded. It was like eating at home, really. No matter, only thing he could not fix well was pizza. Everything else is tacos, it's hamburgers, hot dogs, everything was just as it was at home. It was just that pizza. I guess he had his oven wasn't getting hot enough or something. He said the ground beef tastes different here. Bought some patties last night, and when we cooked it, it was flat like bacon, no real hamburger also. Yeah, and then, you know, you got to go to wherever they're getting their meat from at, say, for instance, excuse me, TGI Friday, or go to, I wouldn't buy any patties. I would buy the ground beef, 53 Shades Darker, because I do it. And then get you some Lipton onion soup or just onion soup mix. Okay, for every pound, you put 1 pack of that and 1 egg. Mix that up together, man. You got mama's burgers again. You got to get creative over here. Yeah, he said, I know a lot of airport guys that they retired in Angeles. They just stayed. I liked it there. I didn't have a problem. But, you know, like I said, I'm simple. I'm from Louisville, Kentucky, man. It doesn't take a whole lot, even though I didn't realize how far I had traveled till I watched that documentary. We hit every major ocean. We actually logged enough miles to go around the world 8 times. But I knew that. They announced that on the loudspeaker. But it was just surreal watching this. And I saw all the people I knew. I saw a lot of people I knew. Even when they went to the kitchen, the Filipino, the guy who was cooking, he was a first class, but he wasn't my first class. I knew him. It was surreal, man. But yeah, you gotta get creative. Yeah, make your own ground beef. But I don't know how to do that. Merlin gets the ground beef, and I'll get that Lipton onion soup mix, man. I'm telling you, for every pound, you put 1 pack of that and 1 egg. Thank me now, man. It'll have this whole house smelling, man, so delicious. And then you bite off of that, and then you want to put you a slice of cheese on top of that. You're doing something now. You know, but remember, you're in now. You're in the Philippines. You know, I want something different, man. But that's not enough to make me leave. You know, that's something you can. I remember when the first time I went to Mexico, we went with this FMO, and the guy told us, he said, "Okay, you're in Mexico. We were in Playa del Carmen, surrounded by water." He says, "You're probably not going to get good beef here, but you're probably going to get good seafood here." And I've never forgotten that. And that's the same way I've approached it over here in the Philippines. I'm not looking to get a good juicy steak here, but good seafood, great seafood, actually, you're going to find here in the Philippines, man. You remember that I was telling you, you got to, wherever you are, you want to take advantage of what the place is known for. If you're in Philly, you get the Philly cheesesteak. You can't go wrong with that, right? You don't want to go to Philly and get a damn what? A fish taco. I'm just not too picky. He said, my Medicare guy called and told me, I'll email you. Yeah, well, see, we're getting ready to do the A-HIP's out now already. Those years go by like nothing. See, me and Mitch, or anybody who wants to offer Medicare Advantage or continue to receive your commissions, your renewals, you got to get certified every single year. And it's basically the same information. They may change 1 or 2 things. Okay. But every year I've got to do it around this time. So I have to do it. I have to pay. When I was working there, I get it free. But now it's $175. But because I'm contracted with these companies, if I do my A-HIP through like WellCare, they'll take $50 off. So it's $125.
What time you want me to put the air fryer?
Now. Hey, Blizzard Abroad, thanks for that super sticker. You put any new videos out, they usually come up. See, I get his notifications, but a lot of people say they don't get mine. YouTube be playing games, man. sometimes. Yeah. This I saw another comment up said that don't mean nothing. Yeah, right. You're right about that. I guess at one time it did, but it don't mean nothing. The FDA don't mean nothing. Yeah, pizza needs a special oven. Um, I haven't had pizza, like I said. Now that was one of my favorites. That's another reason I've lost so much weight. I haven't pizza. I loved it. The best pizza here was Yellow Cab, which is good. Okay, it's nothing. It's just a different type of pizza. You know, Pizza Hut tastes like Pizza Hut here, but I haven't had Pizza Hut in a long, long time. But yeah, I haven't had pizza in a long time. It said nothing like Philly cheesesteak at South Street. Uh, it's Kibbles. Always go to the source. Yeah, that's what I mean. So if you're in the Philippines, you probably don't want to. You're probably not gonna get a good steak. Oh, he said finishing up one now. Well, my latest video is going to be about I got my electric bill, and I'm just more confused now than ever. I'll leave it at that. Nothing makes sense in the Philippines. It's not supposed to, and it never will because you're in the Philippines. But you can throw uh, all them damn budgets out the window, man. Okay, you coming back, Robert Sanford? Shakey's is okay, but like I said, it seems like they don't let it get. I need my dough to be a little crispy. I mean, it's just not crispy, man. They got a good pizza here, but hell, the dough is too gummy. So I put it in my toaster for about 5 or 7 minutes and get it just right. But they're going on that conveyor oven, and by the time it gets through, it's a whole lot better than what it used to because now they're using, mozzarella cheese. They used to use that old uh, American cheese, but it was like a liquid, man. It was too damn salty. But now they're using mozzarella, but now the damn dough doesn't get cooked enough. Yeah, there's a Blizzard Abroad. It's funny, I looked at that video when you were in Peng Lao, man. You stayed right across the street from me. He said, I got a cheaper trip. Only 1,038 round trip. Are you flying from Houston? He said, I like when my dough rashes even in the bedroom. He said, believe it or not, Domino's has good pizza here. I haven't tried it. It's either Greenwich or Yellow Cab. He said, true that, Calvin. Some folks cannot reel in their desires to take photos of everything. Yeah, you got to respect people, man. I don't do it. People's like, well, why don't you go in more crowded areas? I'm like, for what? Indulge on people's privacy and stuff, man. I don't do that. These guys walk around. A lot of them have these hidden cameras and stuff that they're taking this footage with. I think it's cringy for real. If people don't want you, you really sort of invading their privacy. I mean, it's really no different than what they're accusing a regular guy of doing. If you're going up and down the street, showing pictures of women and different things like that without their permission. and then putting it on public display like that. You got to be careful, man. I'm just saying, just come over here, man, and you can see all of that stuff. You don't need nobody. You don't need a camera. He says, I met a guy this morning. I was having breakfast. I mentioned about the Philippines. He said to make sure that I watch Sunshine's shoulders. The knowledge you give is spreading, sir. Well, thank you, but like I tell people, man, it's nothing new. This is just regular common sense stuff. But people's thrown their common sense out. Now, I forgot about this Sabaro. Is that how you pronounce that? They got that in Ayala. But again, a lot of times that pizza is kind of cold. But if you take it home and put it in if you've got an oven or if you got a toaster, well, yeah, Yellow Cab, Gino's Brick Oven. That's in BGC. Okay. Yeah. It's just too, here, it's just too generic for me. I could eat it at home, but here it's just too generic. But if you're hungry, everything tastes good. He said they got cows all over the place over there. The girls have cows over there. How can they not have good steak? Well, I'm just telling you that they don't. It's not like a lot. You don't see, there's not going to be a stampede out here. They got about 2 cows out here. And what are you talking about? Where are you seeing all these cows? It's not like over in the West. They probably put all the cows together to into all the Philippines to get what you can see on my ride from Louisville to Lexington. Yeah, but see these bloggers, a lot of them, man, they stick in these cameras in people's face. Then when the people like push it away, all the mean foreigner on Walking Street. No, man, you got that camera all in the man's face. These people on vacation, they don't want to be seen all over the place. That's why when guys, I don't even try to take my camera up in the mall. I tried one time and they wouldn't let me, so I never tried it again. But now that I know better, I wouldn't do it. But they go all up in up in the mall. There was a guy, a pretty popular vlog, I can't think of his name. He came here, he was up in the Save Mall with his camera. And he's a popular vlogger too. He says, I'm flying right out of Houston. He said the tickets are getting cheaper. Eventually, I think they are going to get back to where they were before, plus inflation. Because it's just too many flights coming over here. When I came over here, guys, in 2018, December 5th, you could easily get a round trip ticket. Now, I had an 11-hour layover in Hong Kong, but it was less than $600. At that time, you could fly, is it China Air? Which one is in China? It was 400 something for a round trip ticket. He said that last good pizza I had was in Portugal. Tasted just like pizza in Italy. Delicious, not like the communion wafer pizza you had, Cal. Yeah, when we went to Naples, Italy, and we were drunk, and we're thinking, yeah, we ordered a pizza, man. I was disappointed. I couldn't believe it when they brought the pizza to the table. But I forgot, Dolce Amore has a good pizza. Now, they make their pizza different now. It's different. Dolce Amore, they're supposed to be in Cebu now, but they're in Siquijor Island. This is an authentic Italian place. I love their pizza, but it's thin. It's really thin, but it's good. I forgot about them. But yeah, the pizza that they bought me, I couldn't believe it. I was like, what in the world is this? He said, Greenwood should never get another peso from me. Yeah, you got to be hungry. Hey, Ron, you're welcome. Yeah, you can get a good pizza in Cebu. But what we used to do is we'd go to Kroger and then just get the basic cheese pizza and then come home and put our own ingredients on it. Oh, man. Our add to the ingredients is already on there. He says, I fly Eva Air was 609 months ago. Now, is that a one-way with an onward ticket or round trip? I mean, that sounds pretty cheap for a round trip, guys. I mean, that's cheap. What's up? Amara Bowie. He said, damn, I paid $1,600 round trip from Philly 2 years ago. Yeah, well, of course, that was 2 years ago when everything was opening back up. I mean, they were low when I used to come. When I first came, I got my head busted because I used a tour guide. I mean, not a tour, travel agent. Man, I got my head busted. Just for 1 week in the Philippines with airfare and a hotel was $2,500. And I extended for another week, but I did that on my own. Luckily, I don't know how, I guess the timing, it was pure luck. I did not have to pay one extra penny for my plane ticket. I guess it was the same price and everything. They didn't even charge me, a reschedule fee. You know how they do, the $200. The lady didn't charge me nothing. Wow, she said we paid $1,317 in April. What, this year? Wow, that's not too bad. Not right now. He said, you know how to save money on airfare. Don't go home. Yeah, now Makati, I'm pretty sure in BGC has some good places. I just can't deal with the traffic up there. Everything else is there, including the traffic. He said, I only had one pizza I liked in the Philippines, and they just closed. It's the same thing in Boracay. The Subway was the same. The only thing about Boracay, man, the prices are so ridiculous. I'm not paying 950 pesos for a cheeseburger. I'm not going to do it. So if anybody's listening, you go to Boracay, go to Andoc's Chicken Place or Jollibee or McDonald's. Otherwise, you're going to be ridiculously overpriced. I mean, you're going to spend a lot of money unless you get you an Airbnb and go to one of them little grocery stores or something like that and cook your own food. The food is so expensive, man. But you go to Andoc's, and that chicken's pretty good, man. Jollibee or McDonald's. He said, so glad True Traveling Expats are back recording, really enjoying their content. Yeah, eventually they're going to get back up to speed because that algorithm, forgets about you. But if we go on there, man, and watch the videos, you're going to get a different perspective. They'll get back out there, sooner than later because YouTube is a beast, man. YouTube is a damn beast. It takes you forever to get on the radar. I mean, really. I mean, they got some funny ways of promoting your channel. I still don't know how it works because you see these videos and then sometimes, they'll put your video out there. The algorithm will grab it and put it out there, but they really don't pay you for it. I know if anybody has a YouTube channel, you'll see one of your videos that's got like, it started out at 5,000, now it's got like 80,000, but you're saying, well, where's the money for it? Because people, they're putting it out there in front of more people. People are clicking on it, but they're not watching it, I guess. So the numbers really don't mean anything until you go to the analytics. Are you getting paid for those numbers? Because you see some of these channels, man, have 1 million views, but you're wondering, did they really get paid for 1 million? It's just funny. I haven't figured it out yet. But on hotels and stuff, you can get a good deal, Tobias. It's just the food that's really ridiculous. I think it's worth it to go to Boracay. I just, I've been 4 times, so I learned my lesson. I've been to Boracay 4 times. I think if you're coming to the Philippines, you gotta go there. Even more so than Palawan. Just to say you went. But the food is expensive. Now, TJ can tell you about this. He said, what about Surigao? As far as food and accommodation. That's my next destination. We're going to take that ferry from Cebu. Oh, hell yeah. Now, okay, now, you got to realize this place is a 5-star place, TJ. That's Sofitel in Manila. He said it had a pizza station that was truly Western 5-star quality. Yeah, but hell, that's a 5-star place. That's Sofitel Manila. They're building one in Cebu right now, near Ayala. But yeah, that's a 5-star hotel. Yeah, yeah. Boracay is one of those places that you just go just to say you went. I'm just a beach guy. I really, I just love the beach, man. I love to just stand at one end and just see as far as I can look, as far as I can see of that coastline on that beach, man. It's just something to me. I do the same thing. Any beach I go to, it just grabs a hold of me. I love it, especially when the water is clear or it's coral blue. She says that, Cedric, thank you. Yeah, Calvin, it really is a beast on YouTube. It is. Once you get to the point where the algorithms found you and you want to stay around. Okay, you want to stay around. You get off there and let it forget you. And it's like almost starting over. It doesn't matter how many subscribers you've got. Yeah, I like Andox in Boracay. You're going to get a good deal. He said, which chicken do you like better? Jollibee. 100% of the way. But I only eat Jollibee, the spicy chicken, because that's even different. It's crispier than the regular chicken. It doesn't have all that dough on it that the regular chicken has on it. I don't know what that's all about. He said, December 2023, 2 one-way tickets, Washington, D.C., Cebu. Wow. Well, Korean Airlines is a good airline. 2 one-way tickets. Yeah. Now, I don't understand why you didn't try to just get a round trip. Because what you buy, the one way and then the onward? He said, believe me, we don't get any money. We just enjoy doing it. But eventually you will, y'all got such a unique channel. I mean, it's the only channel really where I saw this other. I don't know if they're American though. I think they're African. He's got his family, but they're coming from America. I think he got his whole family over here. But you're so unique. All you gotta do is just keep on going and just talk about your life over here. You don't have to be fancy about it. There's nothing fancy that I do. I don't because you're gonna attract the people you're gonna attract. It's just that simple. That's what YouTube is. And you might get fortunate where YouTube really throws you out there. But somebody like me, I'm only going to get so big doing what I'm doing right now. So I'm not going to try to change it, because once I start drawing my Social Security, I'm going to reel it way in. It just depends. When I'm across that, wow, look at your hair, booby. It's beautiful. Where'd you get that?
Mama bought it.
Your mother bought it?
Yeah.
With my money. Okay? It just depends, if my channel continue to grow and we'll cross that bridge when we get to it, I might say because I may delay it and just take my YouTube because it's funny, man. You can only earn a certain amount of money when you start drawing your Social Security, because I don't want them fooling with my benefits, because once the government starts fooling with it, it takes forever for you to get your damn money back. Now I'm going to tell you what Child King has that a lot of you probably don't know. They got something called Chow Fan or Chow Fan, however you pronounce it. It's just like the fried rice that you're used to eating in America. For years, I didn't know it. It's one of my favorite meals when I go to Child King. That's all I order from there. I mean, it's really good. And you get that sauce that they've got. But I haven't had rice. I don't eat rice. I haven't had rice in almost 60 days. But I'm saying, Chow King, man, go there. If you go there, get that Chow Fan. I think it's CHAOFAN. He said they're exploiting the girls half dressed and the women have dressing issues when they blog just promoting sex. Yeah, they do. Well, see, but if somebody's going to do it, let them do it. See, if I tried to make those videos like they make and the subjects that they make, they would deport me. Okay, the trolls would be all over me. They'd have me in front of immigration and everybody, right? So they're going to allow them to do it. They don't realize though that they're weakening their own content. They're wrecking their own reputation. Remember, nobody exploits you worse than your own. Nobody exploits black people more than black people. Same with Filipinos, Chinese, and all that, right? This is what they're doing. They have no idea because they just going for the money. They're going for the money. That's what they're doing. And when guys come over here and all they want is sex, and who they're gonna have to blame? Themselves. Yeah, that new coast is good. Now, when we went to the new coast in 2012, there wasn't nothing there yet. I did a video on there. I mean, nothing was there. I think they built it up a little bit more now. They were building some condominiums there. He said, there are two places in town where they know me by name, Crispy King. They're all over the place now in Chooks to go. The only time I eat Chooks to go now, or any of that lechon manuk, Merlin has to get it from there, bring it and put it in the air fryer so it can cook all the way done. I hate breaking that leg off or whatever, the wing off, and you see that red there. And then if they, you got to know what you're doing in those places, because sometimes we bought one from when we were in Malapascua. It wasn't chooks to go, it's just, little chunk. And there's no telling how long that damn thing had been on that grill. It had been on there so long, though, that you could taste the charcoal inside the damn, I'm not talking about the charcoal flavor. I'm talking about the damn charcoal inside the chicken. It was the worst first bite of chicken I've ever had in my life. We wrapped it up and threw it to the dogs. Real story, ask Merlin. Because you just don't know how long it's been on there. So it's best to come when you see them putting it on that little spit. Get it then and sit there and watch and say, hey, hold that for me, I'll be back. But you just show up there, you've been drinking and all that, and I don't drink. We were just hungry. And we said, yeah, give us that one, because I like them well done. I might as well bit into a damn piece of charcoal. It was horrible. He says, I'm doing the one way, won't come back ticket special. Yeah, well, make sure you got a hell of a plan, especially if it's your first time coming, man. Anything can happen. Murphy's Law will show up. And believe it or not, when you coming from the United States to the Philippines, it's not much difference in a one-way and a round trip ticket. I'm talking about with the same parameters. Of course, you can get that cheap one way, but it's going to take you 37 hours to get here. But I mean, if you fly Korean Air and just a regular from, just say, Chicago to Seoul to Manila, your round trip ticket is going to cost about the same as a one way going that same route. Now, I ain't talking about different parameters where you may have a longer layover, all that. I'm talking about when everything is the same. Always remember that. I don't want them 37-hour flights anymore. He says, oh, no, they're talking about permanently closing? Wow. He said, I'm headed back to Thailand in August. I like the Philippines, but I like Thailand more for several reasons. Yeah, I mean, that's all you have to say, man. People, they make too much of a big deal out of it, comparing the places. And, why is it always the Philippines and Thailand? I don't get it. Well, it used to be the same with Boracay. He said all the Filipinos want to go to Surigao. It used to be Boracay. It used to be Panglao. But I would rather go to Panglao than Bohol. If I have my druthers, I'd rather go to Panglao. It's a small. He said Surigao has some pretty damn good food too. Yeah, because TJ just came from there. He questioned. He says, I don't get being able to post your PayPal account on your channel for the gift and not forcing it through chat so the company makes more money. Well, because PayPal and YouTube are different. They're two different people. I mean, unless you got a YouTube channel, I don't know why that would even make any difference. But yeah, the super chat is something that YouTube came up with. I mean, these are geniuses. They said, I'm going to profit off these guys' popularity. And that's what they do. But I would never discourage anybody support. I mean, it's your money. I mean, but the people who seem to worry about this stuff, they never send anything anyway. So I wouldn't lose any sleep over that, man, to be honest with you. And it's just all about support. People, I don't know. They don't understand that the channels over here, man, we're basically small channels compared to, the whole picture of YouTube. There's people making millions of dollars on YouTube, man. We're not making that kind of money over here. And they scrutinize us, man, with a fine-tooth comb. It's gotten to the point of being ridiculous. Like, dude, why don't y'all go somewhere else with all that pettiness? Mr. Beast earned 56 million on YouTube last year, and they worry about my 2,500 or whatever. Or I got my PayPal or Super Chat or something like that. Y'all people are crazy, man. That's pocket watching, guys. People are just that's just pure jealousy right there. There's no reason for that. There's no reason for that. I mean, but who's the beggar if you want something for nothing? You got guys on here who are putting out good quality, entertaining videos. You want them for free. You don't even want him to get anything from YouTube or anything. Make that make sense to me. You're the one wanting something for nothing, but you don't understand. You're not getting YouTube for free. It costs you to be on YouTube whether you know it or not. They're selling all your information and everything. They're earning a whole lot more money off of you than you have even any idea that they're earning. But you look at the content creators. YouTube is making billions. The minute you click in and open up your account, they're selling all that stuff. They're selling all your information. Yeah, but you're talking about something totally different. PayPal's different, dude, than YouTube. Okay? That's all I'm saying. That's all. 37 flight. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah. But that includes the layovers. And that's why it's not so expensive. The longer the flight, the less it's going to cost. If you want to get here as quick as you possibly can, like maybe a 2-hour layover in South Korea or Japan, it's going to cost you more. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But that's what people do. Remember, being cheap can cost you. And that's what we try to do. We try to come to the Philippines and be cheap. This is the worst place in the world to be cheap, guys, even on your plane ticket. Man, you see what the people said when we was talking about safety and all that. Spend that extra money if your Airbnb is going to be in a better neighborhood. Or the Grab, you're going to spend a little bit more money than the taxi. But at least you got all the Grab information. But you don't want to come over here and be cheap. If you can't afford it, I wouldn't come. Yeah, Mr. Beast. He's a beast. 56 million. But they watching my pocket. Crazy. You see these, people are so stupid. It's a badge of honor to have a monetized channel on YouTube as far as I'm concerned. It's nothing to be ashamed about. But it shows you how ignorant people are. They want you to think it's just American stuff. It's nobody else. We're the only ones who want to think I'm better than you. I don't need YouTube. But damn it, give me your YouTube money then if you don't need it. Let me take it. I give it to somebody so they can use it. Don't sit there and talk about like you trying to put me down because I depend on my YouTube. It's a badge of honor to be able to do that and travel the world. If I wanted to, I could travel the world on my YouTube channel. That's something to be proud of, man. It's not something you're going to put me down about, but that shows you how ignorant people are. Real stupid. In the Philippines, I can. But in America, I'm back on the hamster wheel. You know, but I'm not in America. I don't live hypothetically. In the Philippines, I can live good. But you got to realize, man, it's not just me. If it was me, maybe I'd have a whole lot more than I did, but maybe I wouldn't. Okay? But remember, no matter where I am, no matter where I go, there I am. It doesn't matter how much money you got if you're going to waste it. You know, I was able to say, I did a video about taking advantage of the great opportunity that you are given when you move to a place like the Philippines. Pay off your bills at home. Save up money. We don't do it, though. We just come over here and spend like there's no tomorrow. I was able to save, man. I built a house over here off my YouTube money. I was able to do it. I would never have been able to do that at home. But if all I'm doing is bar hopping and going to Baraka every other week and don't have any type of plan or anything for my life, I'm going to be broke. You know, but I had to change some things. And the Philippines gives you a great opportunity. We don't take advantage of it. My credit scores went up 160 points since I've been here. Because guess what? I paid off all my bills. By the end of the year, I'm not going to have one bill. You know, I owe taxes every year, but I'm saying I'm not going to have any bills, no outstanding bills. I paid them off. But if you come over here and all you do, oh, I got extra money, I'm going to buy, you know, a gold chain. Or I'm going to buy a car. You know, I think that's the worst investment you can make over here in the Philippines is a car. And that's just me. I'm just saying, because when it comes, you better be in that damn car every day. Okay, that's all I'm saying. You better get the most out of it. You better run the damn tires into the ground. It's the only way you're going to get your money's worth over here. But if you live in a place like Cebu or the traffic's so bad, Manila, you stuck in traffic all the time, the hell with a car, man. Then when you got to sell it, who you going to sell it to? But some people do. He said the moderators make the money. Come on, Billy. They don't earn anything. But yeah, guys, I'm going to get over here. Yeah, he is a troll. I'm going to get rid of him. You know, you try to give people the benefit of the doubt, but they eventually show themselves. He's gone. Whenever they start pocket watching, and excuse my language, ladies, dick watching, you got to get rid of them. I don't care. I don't even care who you're dealing with over here. If you like men, so what? That's you. If you like younger women, so what? It's none of my business. I'm not going to ask your woman to see her birth certificate. That's on you. I don't care about that stuff. Yeah. He says no onward ticket need. Yeah, you need an onward ticket round trip. I'm saying in case you go, you know, because now you got to come back. It's going to cost you more if you're buying one-way tickets. Yeah, I know you got the ballot ban. I came over here on the ballot ban. But when you say, now technically you don't, but realistically you do. I would buy one of them open tickets, and if I know I'm going to be here however many months I'm going to be here, then that's where I'm going to set up my ticket and save some money. But we come over here and we just waste money. We waste so much money over here, it's ridiculous. I mean, a lot of money. Okay, you're just going to stay over there for good. He said everybody should watch the movie Idiocracy. Well, I know that it's Trump and Biden. I mean, really, like, who wants to watch this? But have they had their debate yet? I mean, I think it's ridiculous. He said that's my biggest peeve on YouTube, submissive mindset. They fuck with the community, part-time bloggers. Yeah, well, they just, you know, we're easy targets, okay? We're just easy targets. It's like, Who would even want a career doing that? Why would you want a career on YouTube as a troll or somebody like that? Or, you know, some guy said he doesn't troll me, he critiques me. Who the fuck are you? Oh, stupid ass fool. Make your own content. And that's what it is. They can't come up with their own content. So what's easier? Oh, let me take something somebody else said and talk about them, or make a whole video about them, not realizing they're helping you. Because people are going to be like, well, who's the Sunshine Shoulders he's talking about? Then they come over here and get hooked on my channel. They don't even go back to that bullshit over there. I think, what's your name was left San Carlos City, Geechee Land. I believe he's going to see Angelo. But he's gone from here. Yeah, I don't live hypothetically. That was, you know, that's a big word for us. That if, because somebody said, what if YouTube, you know, I said, stop right there. Because they were talking about, what if YouTube stops paying? Y'all said, you know, let's talk about that when it gets there. They haven't stopped paying, okay? Look in any comment section under any video. These people are living hypothetically. I don't live that way. I've never done it. I live in the here and now. Okay, right now, YouTube is paying people once you reach a certain criteria and all that. They always talk about, well, if you was in America, well, I'm not in America. Or if you were in Thailand, whatever it is. I don't live my life like that. Yeah, but I want to thank y'all for your super chat, super stickers. There's my buddy Blizzard Abroad again. Put up the 2 traveling expats since they're on here. Let's give them some support. Let's get them monetized. They have more people to talk about. You know, and then they want to talk about whether or not you're legal or not. Dude, I don't work in the Philippines. I work from the Philippines. None of my money is coming from the Philippines, guys. But you got people on here worrying about that. Oh, we're legal. We can show our paperwork. Paperwork for what? There's a reciprocity agreement between the Philippines and the United States. As long as I'm filing taxes in the United States, I don't have to file over here. First of all, I don't work for a Filipino company. Put that in your mind, man. Let that, you know, simmer. Y'all stupid and worrying about the wrong stuff. The company's not in the Philippines. The money I earn is sent to a bank that's not in the Philippines. Okay? There's nothing that says I should be paying taxes here in the Philippines. Okay? There's nothing that I'm doing that says, oh, you should be paying tax. Why? I don't work at SM Mall. I don't work at Save More. Look at the big tax case that Manny Pacquiao just won. He had to fight it for a long, long time until the lawyer said, hey, there's a reciprocity agreement. Okay, he earned that money in the United States. He pays United States, you know, taxes. He doesn't owe the Philippines anything. Okay? But this is the type of stuff that you got people worried about, and they push it out there just to have something to say. They're wasting good, you know, fucking time is the way I say it. You could be doing something a whole lot more constructive than worrying about, am I paying taxes here? Like you really give a damn. You damn right. I always have a return ticket. I don't now. Hey, what's up? Thanks, Tim. He said, I'm looking forward to the debate. Well, you gonna be both gonna go to sleep. He said, glad to be here with y'all. Glad to be anywhere at my age. Yeah, the debate is tomorrow. Well, today here, I guess. I'm not looking at it. I'm not looking forward to it. That's a fact. It's gonna be funny, man. Yeah, yeah, he critiques me. Stupid. Yeah, yeah. Imagine having a life like that. Yeah, it's like he, instead of being able to. Now, a lot of these guys, they're not in the Philippines, first of all, but they're trying to tell you about life in the Philippines. And when they come over here, they haven't done anything over here. They haven't created anything. They haven't established themselves. They haven't done anything. They haven't built a house. They haven't got married. They haven't got divorced, children, nothing. They might come here once a year, but they're experts on the Philippines. Like, hey, can you tell me anything? Your content is nothing but gossip. Yeah, it's another thing. Yeah, you creeping up on women and stuff. Yeah, yeah, they pocket watching. Yeah, they make too much money, but this is the way they think. Some guy, what if you and Marilyn's relationship goes south? Why do we even think like that as human beings? I mean, I have to deal with that. I'm going to stand on my own 2 feet, but I don't go to bed at night wondering about that stuff. But I've got a proven track record. I'm 61, that I can stand on my own 2 feet. But he says, oh, what if you and Merle, okay, well, what? What do you want me to say? I don't live like that, man. Live in reality. I live in the now. They don't know how nothing works. Look, standing in the kitchen somewhere. Then they mad at you for living the life they want to live, but they can't do it. You know, and they came over here and got a big Susie. Of all the women over here, they come and get a big Susie and run her back to the States like they doing something. I don't have time. I could rip them up one side and down the other, but what good was that going to do y'all? Somebody who's earnestly trying to get out of that damn matrix and trying to see, what options do I really have? Okay, I'm just telling you, I'm over in the Philippines, so I say, okay, this is a legitimate option. You may get over here and find that it's not the right option for you. But I'm not going to sugarcoat every damn thing. Well, it's just, that we're immature over in the West. Especially in America, we're very immature. I wrote something on my Facebook page today. It's one of my favorite sayings. It says, you can't hit a bullseye watching somebody else's target. And that's what we're doing. I'm too busy living my life. I don't give a damn what you're doing, man. My life is complicated enough. But yeah, guys, take care, stay safe, stay out of trouble. I'll see y'all next time. Look for my next video. I'm going to show y'all my new electric bill. I told you I was going to, just in all honesty, I was going to do it. But it's crazy, man. Nothing makes sense over here, guys. It never will, and it's not supposed to because you're in the Philippines. So you can throw all them damn budgets out the window.